Hey Devin, we had a little bit of audio issues with the video. I think my mic crashed out on me. So I'm going to go do some voiceovers on this. When we talked, this is the initial thing about what it is that, you were telling me that you were doing or feeling. And I think that the big issue that we had with your swing was that the arms and your hands weren't quite getting high enough. And there was a reason for that. When the arms don't quite get high enough, we get a little bit out of sequence in terms of our acceleration of our body parts. Because the hands don't go back quite far enough, we therefore accelerate things a little too far through the ball, and as a result of that, things go a little bit off, like fat shots, thin shots, or some overcurves. So I'm going to go through my demonstration and kind of talk you through a little bit about what it is that I was mentioning in this video that didn't get captured on audio. So let's get into this now. So one of the ways we're going to get into a bigger backswing is to feel more extension in the back. Look how much I'm arching to the target, gets the hands up. That's going to be the big piece of the puzzle. I'm going to go through this a little bit. We can check the next bookmark so you can hear what it is I'm talking about and when we're going to do it. But the big piece of that puzzle was trying to arch the back out. That's arching your back like someone poured a drink on your shirt, on your back, and you moved away from it, right? That little arch toward the target. You know, some people have called that a reverse pivot over the years, but as long as the weight transfer goes from the back foot to the front foot, I think you're getting the right amount of weight transfer. All this is going to do is extend your back, get you a little bit taller, get the hands up in the sky more, and as a result of that, we're going to hit the ball a little farther, a little higher, and a little more solid more often. And so to add to this piece, when you get up that way, we want to feel as though that the arms are working more down to your right. Notice I put my foot here to say, hey, chop my foot off. Get that club all the way down where my foot is back there. And so when you're doing this, you're kind of holding onto your wrist angles a little bit. So we want to get that club head lower and down. So we've got the extension of the back, right? The chest pumping out to get the hands higher, and then really feel like the arms come down to your right where my foot was. And I think that by that axe chopping motion in that direction, that's going to get the club a little bit working on plane with your intentions of getting the club low and down under plane. Some of these shots you hit here were really flush. They almost looked really easy to do. You mentioned at one point that this felt effortless and the ball was flying higher and straighter than you've seen it go before. So this is kind of the element in the swing that we're going to now. And you can see from this angle here that we've got quite a rounding in the back. So I tried to get you a little bit taller at setup. And then through here, as you swung it to the top, still trying to get taller. That right side wants to go up, wants to get higher, right shoulder up to the sky. All of those things come with extending the back or pumping out the chest in order to increase the length of your swing to develop more power. So we've got a bunch of video here on the driver, same type of information, same type of idea that we've talked about, trying to feel like you can extend, get the backswing higher. So the next series of maybe a minute or two is you hitting driver, and it's a good kind of a look for you to just see, just to take a look at, how it is that you're moving through some of our ideas. At that little stage there, we talked a little about your wrist angles, which I don't think we need to worry about your wrist angles so long as you are taking the club up the way we've talked about. With the body turn first, extension to get your arms to the top, and there's not going to be any wrist manipulation required. Same thing in the finish. Get tall and arch. And so once we get to the top of the swing and you're able to extend more to get the back higher, chop that club down, we need to get into a finish a little better. So watch my demonstration here. As I'm leaning back toward the target, as I get up, I'm leaning back away from the target in my finish, trying to get from one extended backswing to another extended follow through to almost create more speed, more power, and just a catapult, so to say, of your body, trying to really engage the extension of the back on one side to extension on the back on the other side, and that's really going to whip your arms all the way through. So this is what controls the arm plane and the arm speed. Much as a all the golf. We So from a distance perspective, we brought out the quad to see what was going on. You were mentioning you were carrying your driver 225 or 230 or so, and we got some drives up to say 255 and 260 carry, simply by extending the back to get the hands higher, because that's a massive piece to speed.